where we will use the formula method to find the compound interest. And in this all the questions we will use by using the formula. And when we apply the formula, then the formula is a simple one where we just use some symbols and we write it in a short form. So we will use the formula, and the principle and the terms which we use, they are same. We will use P, we will use T, we will use R, we will use A, and the compound interest. P is the principal, the time, rate, amount, and the compound interest. So the formula which we apply is based for finding the amount. So we will use the formula, that is A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 and power T, where these are the symbols which have been used. So it is A is equal to P multiplied by 1 plus R divided by 100, power is T. And now when we use this formula, the calculation becomes easy. So if you are told calculate the simple interest, calculate the compound interest, then we will calculate the the simple interest and the amount by using this formula. And when we apply this formula, then the working is used. So this formula is applied for long numbers, for big numbers. And if it is whole number, now if the time is given as, sometimes the questions are where the time and rate are given half, where it is given compounded annually, compounded half yearly, then accordingly we change the formula. So the question which we will do, question number 3, it is given 12,500. So this number is the principal, 12% is the rate, 3% at simple interest, and borrows the same amount for the same time at 10% per annum. So this question, Fabina borrows 12,000 at 12% for 3 years at simple interest. So there are two parts to this question. She has borrowed money on simple interest and on compound interest. So let's write the numbers which are given in the question. So there is first calculation of a simple interest, and the simple interest which is given here is she has borrowed money on simple interest where the principal is given 12,500, time is 3 years, rate is 12%, and this you have to calculate simple interest. It is given she has borrowed at simple interest. Then same amount for same time at 10% per annum is compound interest. So in the one question we have been given principal, time and rate. So we have to calculate two things. First find simple interest, then find compound interest. And same amount for same period at 10% per annum compounded annually. What pays more interest? You have to calculate two interests in this question. You have to calculate what is the simple interest and what is the compound interest. So simple interest we will calculate by using the formula same, and I will be using same number which is given. Time is 3, rate is 12. Now this is the simple interest, this is not compound interest. So simple interest is calculated for the whole time together. So when you solve this, it will give you the answer together. It will give you collective answer. And you will get the simple interest, which is so let's calculate. It is coming so 12 125. So it has become 375 multiplied by 12. So we have to multiply this by 12. So I am multiplying. So 12 into 5 60, 84 90, and 12 36, and 4 40 450. So this becomes the simple interest which we have calculated. Now we have to calculate what is the compound interest on this. So now we will use amount formula. This makes the work easy. So you will be asked apply formula or apply the long method. So 12500 1 plus r upon 100 time is 3. This will simplify. It will become, since this is a fraction, so I can apply fraction rule here. It will become 1 plus 1 upon 10 power is 3. This is fraction. 0 and 0 is cancelled. 1 plus. Now when you take LCM, it will become 12500, and 1 plus will become 11 upon 10, and bracket is 3. Now this bracket 3 means 12500 into 11 into 11 into 11 upon 3 times. And when you will multiply, you will directly get the amount. When you get the amount, then you can find the compound interest. Compound interest will be amount minus principal. So calculate this amount, simplify. So this will become 12.5. After 10 I have made a decimal, into 11 will be 1331. 11 into 11 into 11, multiply and you will get the amount, and then subtract the principal. So this 1250 you will subtract from the answer which you get in the compound amount. So this gives you the amount. From this amount, if you subtract 12,500, you will get the compound interest. So this is how we use the formula. Now when you get the compound interest, you have to find that which one is more. Is compound interest more or the simple interest more, and then calculate it, and then show that compound interest is more or simple interest is more. So this is how we apply the formula of compound interest. So let's do one more question where the same formula, the amount formula is being used. And let's do a question now where it is simple interest. Some questions are asking you simple interest also and compound interest also, and then what will have to pay, the difference between them. In some questions you are being asked the compound interest, compounded half yearly, compounded annually. So let's do question number 6. When you will do question 6, you will understand the use of the formula. So in this question, what is given to you? In this question, Arif took a loan of, this is question number 6, and principal is given 80,000. the rate of interest is 10% and time is 1.5 year. So three things are given and you have to find what is the difference between the compound interest when it is compounded annually and compounded half yearly. So now let's do this question for annually and then we will do for half yearly. So how will you calculate annually and how will you calculate half yearly? So just understand what we will do. When you are calculating half yearly, your principal remains same. Rate is 10% and time is given 1.5 year. But since this rate is for half yearly, it will become 5% half yearly. Rate will become 5% half yearly. You will get rate for half year and the time is 1.5 year. So 1.5 year time will become how many times you will get the rate. So just simply you have to remember that the rate in half yearly question you will make half and time you will make double. So 1.5 when you will do double it will become 3 half years. How did it become 3? Because 1.5 plus 1.5 will become 3 and half of 10 is 5. So this conversion is important when you are doing half yearly. What will you do in annually? You will use the principal same 80,000. Rate will be 10% and the time will be 1 year plus half year. Okay, so let's do the annually method. So in annually you will use the same formula. A is equal to P1 plus R upon 100 and time, which will become 80,000. 1 plus rate 10 upon 100. Now what will you do? Put as the number as the time. This is time, but the time is given 1.5 year. So 1.5 year means 1 year is full and half year is half. So we will put 1 year time and the half year we will calculate for only half time. So for half year you will get only 5% rate and rest you will solve. So it will become 80,000. 1 plus this 10 upon 100 you will simplify. It will become 1 plus 1 upon 10. This I can divide. It will become 1 plus 1 upon 20. And when I simplify, it will become 80,000. And multiply, it will become 11 upon 10. This will become 20 and 21 upon 20. So my calculation will be 80,000 into 11 into 21 and upon 10 and 20. This will give the answer as 400 into 11 into 21. This will give the amount. Then I can find the compound interest. By doing compound interest is amount minus principal. So when I solve this, you will get the amount. Subtract 80,000, you will get the compound interest. Now what will you do in half yearly question? In half yearly, we will use this rate 5 and 3 and we will use the formula as A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 time P will be 80,000, 1 plus rate we will use 5 upon 100 and time will be 3. How it is 3 and 5? I have told you in half yearly we do this. You can take a screenshot of this to understand. So in half yearly the conversion of the rate is for half year, so rate is done half and time 1.5 will become 1.5 is half plus half plus half, so 3 half years, and then we will put it in this. So you will get two answers and then you have to compare what is, so it becomes 1 plus 1 upon 20 power is 3, which will become 80,000 into 21 upon 20 power is 3, and then you will get the compound interest, the amount calculated for half yearly. So this is the difference between half yearly and the annually. So when you will calculate, you will get two compound interest. Here you will get the amount, then you will do amount minus principal. When you will solve, this 0 0 2 2 2 will cut, 3 zeros will cut from here, and 2 and 2 will cut, it will become this, and when you will multiply it will give you the amount. So when you get the amount you will subtract principal, and the question says calculate what is the amount, only amount you have to find. So you will get this amount which was annually and this amount which is half yearly. Two answers you have to write. So you can watch this video carefully, revise, and if you have any doubt or query you can type below this video and I will resolve your query. And you can send email if you have any doubt in maths. We will try to solve your queries, and stay connected. We will continue the exercise in the next class. See you in the next session.